This question comes from Jake. What would actually happen if you tried to swim through a pool of liquid mercury? First instinct, mercury is a liquid, so swimming should work fine. First instinct is completely wrong. Mercury is approximately 13.6 times denser than water. That density means you would not sink. You would float on top of mercury the way a fishing bobber floats on water. Getting under the surface is nearly impossible. You could not dive in, you could not push through the surface. Mercury would feel less like a liquid and more like a very cold, very heavy, slightly bouncy floor. In fact, a person of average weight would sink only about 2 to 3 centimeters into mercury. You would essentially be standing on it, like a very uncomfortable parking lot. The upward pressure from mercury would be enormous, pushing against your body with brutal, unrelenting force. Standing in it would feel less like liquid and more like wearing a full suit of wet concrete. But the real problem is not the weight. Mercury vapor rises continuously from the surface. Breathing the air directly above a mercury pool would begin poisoning your lungs within seconds. Mercury also absorbs directly through skin on contact. Every centimeter of your body touching the surface is absorbing poison simultaneously. The exposure would be massive and immediate. Symptoms would begin within minutes: burning sensation across all skin contact points, vision disturbances, metallic taste in your mouth, your nervous system registering that something is catastrophically wrong. Now, what if you forced yourself under? You would need to overcome enormous buoyancy. Even wearing heavy weights, your body would fight violently to return to the surface. If you somehow got under, the pressure from mercury would compress your body uniformly from every direction. Your lungs would struggle to expand against the weight pushing inward on your chest. Your eyes, nose, and mouth would be in direct contact with liquid mercury. Absorption through mucous membranes is dramatically faster than through skin. The exposure would be massive and immediate. Swimming would also be physically impossible underwater. Mercury is so dense that moving your arms through it would feel like trying to swim through wet concrete. You would go nowhere. Getting back to the surface would actually happen very fast. The buoyancy would launch you upward almost immediately. The problem is everything that happened while you were down there. Mercury clings. Exiting the pool, you would be coated in liquid mercury droplets, continuing to absorb through your skin. There is no quick way to stop the exposure once it has started. Long-term mercury poisoning causes neurological damage, kidney failure, and a collection of symptoms so comprehensive that doctors have a specific name for the syndrome. It is not a good name to have. To summarize, you cannot swim in it, you cannot sink in it, you cannot breathe near it, and touching it is a medical emergency. Mercury is a terrible swimming pool by every measurable metric. The good news is that filling a pool with mercury would require approximately 500,000 kilograms of the stuff and cost around $200 million. So, if you were planning to try this, the budget alone has probably saved your life. You're welcome, Jake. Please use a normal pool.